to another edition of Ulon.Life. I am your host, P.E. Keller, Chicago street activist, and we have my boy, the Rebel, right here. My boy, Lamar Record is in the house. Man, look, we just want to show some love today. This is a season premiere, so we want to make sure that everybody's comfortable. I want you to get out your pens and your paper because we're going to go fast. You guys know how we do this. We're going to hit you with a lot of resources, everything that we got going on. Real quick, the blinged out glasses, you can get them from Aikichi Creations at 708-968-1935. Non-for-profit. Man, she got you. All right, y'all, so listen up. We want to dedicate tonight's show to a beautiful soul. You've been hearing about it on the news. She just passed away, the beautiful and lovely Cecilia Thomas. She was 5 months old. So we want to show this beautiful little sister, this princess, some love. So we're going to have her open up the show with a quick 10-second, just a moment of silence for her. We love you, little princess. Yeah, much love. Forever. So this show is dedicated to Cecilia Thomas because she was Chicago's youngest. Yeah. Sister who passed away in the violence, and of course, as we know, strong believers that immediately she was snatched to bliss. So she's okay, but for those on the other side, back in the physical realm, justice must be served. I mean, it is what it is. And so we just pray that, if anything, you guys do know of anything, man, come forth so we can talk about it, so we can get some justice for this little sister. And Ulon is here for you. And I want you guys to know that on these streets, we're offering jobs. We're giving you a way out. Tonight's theme is, what can the older generation do to make the younger generation feel secure? Some of the things. And so my boy Lamont and I are going to kick it off. So without further ado, Lamont, man, it's good to have you here. Too, man, season premiere. So Lamont, what are some of the things, that the older generation can do that will satisfy the younger generation right now with all the anger and all the animosities going on with this younger generation?
Yeah, I strongly believe that the older generation should seek to understand before being understood. And what do I mean by that? I mean, elders have, of course, no secret at all. They have more experience in life than a lot of young people now. And they have more knowledge pertaining to life than young people have now. But young people are in a state of emergency mentally and emotionally. They are in a state of emergency. And I strongly believe that the older generation shouldn't just have the answers for young people, saying like, hey, I didn't grow up like this, I grew up like this, and this is how you should do this. Young people are not in the mental capacity or have the patience to hear any of that. But young people need a ear, and they need some the nurturing and that fatherly energy from back then that we used to get as kids, given to them. Right. And so I believe that when the elders begin to question our young people, and that's the same with me as a certified life coach. It's in my training. I ask certain questions to get the mind to think, to think about the right answers for themselves. Because as a coach, I don't have the right answers for nobody. Same way with the elders. They don't have the right answers for this generation of young people. We are living in a whole new world than what we used to back then as kids. But I believe young elders, asking them, what do they need? How can I help? And just being a coach, and being that go-to what young people need.
So is it fair to say that once the older generation learns to listen, and the younger generation get off their chest kind of what they feel, then the younger generation, seeing that these older brothers ain't saying nothing, just sat there and listen, can start to meet them a little bit. Yeah. Maybe to take a footstep forward as the older generation take a footstep forward, and they can kind of get a little bit more compassion about the situation, as opposed to, well, you don't listen, now they finally listening.
Right, that part.
They finally giving, and they can be, okay, good, so we're starting somewhere. So that's a plus. 312-834-8020. You guys got any questions, man? We're going to dive right into it. I want you guys at home to understand, man, we got your back. So listen up. Hope Center Foundation and Olive Harvey College offers for 18 to 24-year-olds free courses, forklift, CDLs, Six Sigma certification, paid internships. Call 773-371-2346. Free lab laptops. Come on, man. You can't beat it. Free laptops. They doing it. Y'all, again, 773-371-2346. Ulon is out here for you, man. We got your back. Now, also, security officers, we will start you off at $16 an hour. Free uniforms. Hiring for afternoons and night shifts. July 24th. I need you guys to call 773-754-1939. Now, this is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Rush Hospital in Oak Park. 520 South Maplewood in Oak Park, Illinois, 60304. Man, you guys need to, handle this business. Call these numbers. Get out there and make it happen. Okay, so, Lamont, I want to say something. So, why do you think the young generation is so angry, though? Like, why are they so mad at the world? Like, why are they lashing out?
For young people are not understood, even commonly by their peers, while also adding that there's a lot of peer pressure pertaining to their environment on how other young people around them, so-called their brothers, their family, they homies, are pressuring them to do things that they don't even want to do. But also adding that young people are dealing with an insurmountable trauma, if I even said that word right. They're dealing with so much trauma, so much pain, and it's backed up. It is trauma stacking on top of trauma. And it's as if every day it goes on and on and on. Young people are experiencing daily challenges that we have not faced as when we was kids. And they have no healing. They're not finding healing. And a lot of people say that there isn't resources in Chicago. There's a lot of resources in Chicago. But when you've been damaged and you've been broken and you've been hurt and not healed, you don't have the willpower or the mental capacity to say, go get help on your own, on your free will. So young people get healing, talk about what they go through, and we help them create life plans for them that's going to allow them to grow personally and emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and it's going to help them maximize their full potential. If we work with young people now, we will not have to fix them later. Nice.
So, getting back to what we were talking about, we're dedicating again the show tonight to Cecilia Thomas, the 5-month-old, who recently passed away due to gun violence. So, Lamont, I noticed, and the world noticed, that you were doing, what's called a campout. Can you explain to these people at home what a campout is?
Campout, for me, is like, when you see homeless people and they're striving to survive. They're striving to do what they need to do. It's just they don't have a roof over their head. And so I want to say I can take some of them elements as being homeless into a campout for what I was doing out there. First 5 months, man. I mean, if that don't touch somebody's heart, then I don't know what will. But being out there was the goal to get people to get from being desensitized to the violence that's plaguing our communities, and offer that space as a healing space for the community. And it's been a phenomenal experience having neighbors come out, pray with me, asking for help about what's going on in their homes. Even the neighbors opened up their doors, came and gave me food, sowed seeds, blessings, and everything.
So to fill in the people at home right now, so you doing your camp out meant that you stayed outside, literally out in the elements, for not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 days in representation to the 5 months that Cecilia, how old she was. And who gave that to you? How did you?
The Lord spoke to me.
There you go.
Right when I heard about it, He spoke to me immediately. And I think all of us been to the point where God speaks. There's some things that we don't understand and we ask questions. But as even the Bible says, we have to be obedient before making sacrifice. And the Bible also says, any man that believe in his mind is a fool, but any man that walk in wisdom shall be delivered. And so God had put me in a position to be wise and walk in wisdom. And I'm still being delivered. I'm still being delivered. And God is always looking out for me.
Always awesome. And I heard your father, by the way. Yes. Can you please give a shout out?
Daria Record. That's my baby. I love you, sweetheart. That's my baby.
Well, Big Unc got your back too. When you get older, I got to. Always. Man. So now also too. So we got to speak to the news. My wife was out there, saying?
Heartfelt.
Very a woman-to-woman, mother-to-mother speech, you know what I'm saying? Our boy Tio Hardeman was out there. Sharon was out there. Our boy Paul McKinley was out there. There was a couple other people, and I just want to say that I guess, in trauma, and in emergency, we come together. And it's just too bad, again, like funerals, stuff like that. We need to come together more often, y'all. So, again, if you want to be a part of a movement, a group that's really out here doing it in the streets, call 312-834-8020. Ulon, as you see at the bottom of the screen, that's also the website. 312-834-8020. Not the number at the bottom is for the callers, but we want you guys to know that you do have an outlet, especially for you guys that, contemplating suicide. A lot of younger brothers and sisters are going through it right now. Don't do it for the attention. Do it if you really, don't do it at all. That's the main thing. But if you need someone to talk to, we are there, and we're not going to let you down. 312-834-8020. Real quick, y'all, as I said, keep them pens and cell phones out. Now, we're going to have a now hiring event is for home care. So everybody knows somebody that's in home care that's doing something. You guys, get your pens out. 630-524-7888. Again, 630-524-7888. Y'all is no experience needed now hiring, okay? $16 an hour, Golden Touch Home Care. Now, you must make an appointment only. No walk-ins are allowed. This is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You guys can call to set up your appointments. 630-524-7888. Get that money, get your babies off the streets, you know what I'm saying? If you're in home care, it's a good thing to stay busy for the summer so that you can, loot up before Christmas, y'all. Y'all know how this go. Okay, so now, Chase Bank is also having an in-person hiring event. Now, you can call LaToya Williams at 312-732-6931. Come on, y'all. Ulon is putting you up by July 15th. Okay, so you got to secure your interview. It's for Thursday, July 28th and Friday, July 29th at 10 South Dearborn, 56th floor. Woo, that's high up there, baby. But guess what? You guys can get the job. They're hiring in person, all right? Again, 312-732-6931 for you guys at home. Please call LaToya Williams. All right, now, real quick too, a podcast and research team is giving you 15 an hour, up to 20 hours per week for a year-long internship. Chicago, you must be 16 to 24 years old. This is for our younger brothers and sisters out there. Please get in touch with these people. Text your name to 773-234-3362. You guys at home, pens or cell phones, get them out. Text your name to 773-234-3362 to apply. Man, I just want to say, man, I love you, Caller Man. Of course, to Prince Kai, you know what I'm saying? I was touched by the whole event with Cecilia because we ourselves have a 5-month-old Kai Amir, Keller, and we love you, son, and we're here for you. And to all the children out there across, Chicagoland, it's just very heartfelt to see. That was the youngest one so far. Our hearts are definitely out to this, younger sister, and tonight's show is dedicated to her. So, with that being said, real quick, I want to do something special. We did have something in here for younger brothers who are 18 years and older and are residents of Chicago. If you guys have a criminal background, you've been in trouble before, we got your back because there is a hiring event for criminals. Somebody, if you really want to change your life, call this number. Get your cell phones out. I told y'all. Call 773-526-8161. There's also helping homeless individuals. Then they will provide transportation assistance, okay? These are for people who might have a case, all right? Again, call 773-526-8161. Ulon is here for you. Y'all can go to the website, Ulon.Life. I want to ask you real quick, do you got anybody you want to shout out real quick?
God.
As
always.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
it.
You heard it from one of Chicago's youngest rebel activists that's just out here caring. We weren't going to call him an activist, an advocate, somebody who is just really a humanitarian. And I've learned a lot from this younger brother. I'm so proud of this younger brother, Lamont, really out here and really doing it. Ain't just a talk, And I think that's what he's saying. We want from the older generation, we want people who are going to be out here who can actually show by action. Not just talk about it, but be about it. Sylvia, where you at? So I just want to say, man, listen, it's been a really good show. We you know how we do. We go by real quick. So let me give you one more. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is link accepted. So for anybody at home who has link cards, you guys can get fresh fruits. Okay,
Yeah.
and see that's a bomb because
Yeah.
nowadays you just don't know what you're getting when you get your link. You know, so
Exactly.
much, all these recalls and all these different foods and going back and different meats not working and this and that. So you can get some fresh fruits at the farmer market. Open Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., which is 12 noon. Start date July 2nd, so you know that already, and it's going to October 29th. You got cash, credit, debit every Saturday from 8:30 to 12 noon in the Save-A-Lot parking lot from July 2nd until October 29th. This is, if you need to contact anybody, you can contact ALC Outreach Ministries at 219-401-3590. Link cards are accepted for fresh fruit. Okay, now, get help easing an eviction from your record. So, you guys, I was asking about how can we get these evictions, from your record if you're going by any type of housing stuff. We'll help you step by step. Having an eviction record can make it hard to find housing. So you can act now. You can go to rentvention.com/ceiling before July 14th. Here's the number, so you guys can just call the number and get all the information that you need. 312-347-7600. Again, 312-347-7600. Man, we're just out here trying to give you as much as possible. Real quick, Lamont, so, I know that you're doing, a lot of things, but one thing that we want to touch base on real quick is you are a life coach.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what a life coach is?
So, life coach is someone who helps an individual get their life together. You know how you got football, football coach, basketball coach, baseball coach. What about life coach? So it's really in the same sense of it. And being a life coach for young people is definitely, from what I've witnessed from coaching hundreds of young people, it works. It literally works. Having a session and talking with young people and really helping them understand who they are and helping them understand who they're becoming, helping them navigate through this thing that we all call life,
right.
and helping them to be self-sufficient and sustainable. Being a coach is the ability to ask the right questions to give young people or anyone at that to think for themselves. And that's what I think one of the biggest problems we have in the city. Young people don't have the mind to think for themselves. But being a coach and having the ability to be young and know how to, how can I say this, relate to young people because of my trauma, my pain that I've experienced, losing 85 friends to gun violence, even losing 2 daughters. I know that trauma feeling, but I didn't get stuck. And so being a coach, it's a blessing that I can help other young people who went through what I went through to not get stuck, to not unpack your bags and live that trauma or depression or pain. We got to have the ability to fight vigorously. We have to. And being a coach, that's exactly what I help do. Nice.
Well, you heard it from Lamont Record. One of the biggest things that I have to say to this young man is that I'm proud. I watched him through the years, and man, just a tremendous young brother that's really doing some major things. So we applaud your life coaching. We're going to be looking forward to a lot more with Lamont coming up. I also want to say, man, thank you guys for tuning in, and man, we love you guys. And as always, what we tell them, each one, teach one, and don't stop there. Holla back.
Blessings. Peace.